Hello, welcome to episode 364 of the Casual Tryhard podcast. I'm Brian,
And I'm James.
and we are going to work our way through more of Secrets of Strixhaven cards.
Yep, we made it through white and blue last week. We did get a couple more cards from Discord, so we're going to double back and do one more blue card and then move on to
Yeah,
black and get through red, and we'll see where we end up. I don't know that we're going to get a whole lot further than red this week. Maybe we'll do green, but I'm pretty sure this is going to be at least one more part.
yeah. So, we have proved that if you go in to the places, we listen.
Yeah,
So, if you have ideas, Facebook, Discord, Blue Sky, Twitter, X, email, whatever, all those links are in the description. Come in, say hey, and let us know what you want us to talk about.
absolutely. The some of these there might be some technical difficulties because I didn't actually realize that we had these until we were doing our pre-show. So some things might be a little out of order if you're watching the video. Maybe the cards don't exactly match up, so I apologize in advance. But yeah, we love to hear from you guys. We love to hear what cards you're interested in, and we love to give our opinions on them. I love talking about cards. So like Brian said, down below, all those links, social media, hit us up. Let us know what you want us to talk about. We were also kind of in the downtime between the Unshow and this show talking about scheduling for this summer. And we like randomly have 2 whole months with this before we get another
Yeah.
set. That's kind of insane.
Like
So,
maybe like 11 weeks or 10 weeks or something. This might be
yeah.
the biggest gap between sets all year.
Yeah. So if there's any like evergreen topics you guys want to hear about coming up, they take usually they'll take me a little bit longer to prepare than a normal episode. So if there's something, an evergreen topic you guys want to hear about over the summer, maybe hit us up and I'll try and get something together for one of those in between episodes. It'd be nice to kind of get back to our roots a little bit, huh?
Yeah, get back to why we started the podcast
Yeah, in the first place.
instead of perpetual hype season.
That's right. Speaking of the Unshow, if you guys can't get enough of us and you want more content, head on over to patreon.com/CasualTryHardMTG. You can support the show there. Chip a couple bucks in. Sign up for one of the tiers. It doesn't really matter which tier you pick. They all do the same thing. It's just however much you feel like donating to the show. In return, you'll get roughly another hour of content out of us every week in the form of our Unshow. We spend about an hour before every episode kind of catching up. We're old friends that don't get to talk as often as we used to, so we like to catch up for a little while before the show starts. And we need to make sure all our equipment works because we're old and not super technically savvy anymore. So we make sure all our audio is okay, our video is okay, everything's recording the way it's supposed to, and we record that and blast it out there for the patrons. Completely,
Blast it.
that's right. Completely unscripted, unedited, everything. That's why we call it the Unshow. Also, kind of a nod towards the unsets, but whatever. Patrons also get access to my show notes before the show goes live, so you get kind of a sneak peek about what we're going to be talking about. Especially for like card reviews, sometimes it's nice to have that list so you can kind of follow along and know where we are. Sometimes there's also like random thoughts I'll put down there in the show notes about cards that may or may not make it into the actual show. So if you're interested in any of that, you can check that out as well. Patreon.com/CasualTryHardMTG. Support the show. Get access to more stuff. Help us out.
Yeah. All right.
Ready to
So
get
we have
into
to.
it?
We're ready to get into it.
All right.
We have to circle back
Yep.
for a blue card. Wisdom of Ages. It is four
Mm-hmm.
blue, blue, blue. So four and then three blue mana symbols.
Yep.
For sorcery, return all instant and sorcery cards from your graveyard to your hand. You have no maximum hand size for the rest of the game. Exile Wisdom of Ages.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's draw hopefully a bunch of spells in your deck.
Yeah, hopefully. I mean, you're casting this. Even if you're find a way to cheat it out, you're going to be, turn 5 probably at the earliest, turn 4, turn 5.
Yeah.
And like just to set this up, you'd have to have done something that put cards into your graveyard. So hopefully you get something back.
Like, is it like some sort of like blue reddish kind of deck where you're playing like cheap blue red like cantrips and like red, you know, 1 mana interaction, and then you maybe big score, or what is the spoils of the vault where you like make some treasures and then cast this thing early and fill your hand back up.
That's not really how I see it working.
Okay.
I don't know that that deck works like that. You know what I mean? Like
Hmm.
if you want to be a low to the ground deck where you're cantripping and casting cheap interaction, probably the last thing you want to do is spend 7 mana on. I mean, if you're not cheating it out, it's going to be turn 7.
Yeah.
So you want
Well,
to
I was
spend all
thinking,
your mana on turn 7 just to refill. Like hopefully, if you're playing a deck that's that low to the ground, the game shouldn't be still
I guess I was
continuing.
thinking more of like, and maybe blue red's like, but like some sort of like very spell heavy control deck
Oh, okay, I
where
see.
you're like kill your thing, like, cheap removal
Yeah,
kind of ways to get through your deck, and then like with the red cards making treasures as like ramp,
I gotcha.
you could be like spoils of the vault, discard a spell,
Yeah,
discard an extra one of these that you find,
yeah,
and then, you know, big score or whatever like equivalent
get
we
it back.
have, get, and then eventually get it back, get like
Yeah,
stuff back. So yeah, or like I guess it could be like blue white, and you just like win the game by like killing all of their stuff and then
yeah.
filling your hand up with spells and taking their will to live.
I still don't think that like a control deck really wants this though, because like at the point in the game where you're going to be casting this, you're not going to be able to tap out for it. You're going to need to leave some interaction up. Otherwise, you're going to die to whatever haymaker they stick while you're tapped
Fair.
out. Really, the only way I see this being useful is if you're cheating it. Like if you could find a way to cast it out of your graveyard for free, or
Hmm.
they mentioned in Discord, and that's kind of where I see this also is like omniscience,
Oh, you
where
just like
you
bunch of
do
spells.
yeah you do a bunch of work to stick your omniscience, and then as you're churning through looking for your win con, you hit this thing, fill back up, dig to your win con, whatever you're gonna
Hmm.
do. You know what I mean? That
Yeah.
makes a little bit more sense than like a control deck or a spells deck. Um, the only other place I could see this is like a storm deck, but I mean that would be quite the storm deck to be able to build up to 7 mana and like still storm off. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. And just recently, Bryant Cook had a donation deck that had it was a legacy deck that had Mind's Desire in it, and he was like, it's super hard to get blue blue
Yeah,
and like your traditional storm shell.
yeah,
So like blue 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 or blue blue blue. There we go. Three blues would
yep,
be like even harder to like make work.
right.
So it might just be too cost prohibitive for those kind of decks where you can like, Seething Song and Dark Ritual, and you just get like all the mana, but it's the wrong color
Wrong
mana.
color. Yeah,
So I know. I mean, it it does give like a problem, but yeah, is like the payoff enough?
yeah. I do kind of like where your head was at with like discarding this to get it back later.
Mhm.
That kind of makes sense in my head a little bit. But again, I have a hard time like envisioning the rest of the deck that like can cast this and that still wants it when they can cast it.
Yeah, like it's just awkward because I feel like you have to have a bunch of cheap removal,
Yeah,
so as you're building up to it, you don't die.
right,
But then what? You're right, like you just don't want to get like fill your hand back up with a bunch of like shocks
right.
and like strangles,
Yeah, shock and
and
op
then
don't
be like,
do anything on turn 8.
yeah. So it's like, so like then are you white? And then you're like, oh, I have like get lost in a row, but it's like, okay, then how is this helping you
Yeah, they're
win the game at that point?
do you want to break form for a minute? There's another card that we might want to talk about while we're on this topic.
Okay.
Let me see.
Sure.
Just give me one moment here so I can figure out what number it was.
You're the one driving the cards. You can put anything up there you want.
Yeah. I think it's 28. So let's do this. And we're going to go down and we're going to do a gold or a multicolor card.
Okay.
Splatter technique.
Ah.
1 blue,
Fair.
blue, red, red. So 5 mana. Kind of also difficult to cast, being like double of 2 colors. And it's it's a sorcery. Choose one. Draw 4 cards, or Splatter technique deals 4 damage to each creature in Planeswalker. In a deck that wants to refill their hand at some point later in the game, I think this is what you want, not, what was it, Age of Wisdom or whatever it was?
Wisdom of Ages? Yes.
Yeah. Because this is a Wrath that you can stay alive with, or you could trade it into, like, completely regas late in the game and draw 4 cards. Like, realistically, you're probably only going to get 4 or 5 cards off of that other blue thing anyway.
Yeah, the dream of, like, ending up with a hand of, like, 15 spells is probably not realistic.
Not going to happen.
Yeah, like, and this is 5 mana, which is eminently more castable than 7.
And it's not triple either.
Yeah. And, like, mana is good enough in Standard that you can get blue, blue, red, red on turn 5 or 6 pretty consistently. So, yeah, this might be, like, the, like, blue, red, or, like, Jeskai control card that you actually want. And then, you know, whatever hand sandwich or creature land.
Right. Yeah, it doesn't matter at that point.
Yeah, you're just like, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, the reason that I thought like it kind of made sense to go out of order here was all of the things that we were just talking about with that other card are kind of problems that this card solves.
Yeah.
So even though they're like obviously very different cards, I think this is just better. It's a better version of that card for anything that you would want to do with it.
Fair.
So, does that make sense to you?
Yeah. Agreed. Like, it does both halves of doesn't let you die.
Yeah.
And fills you up.
Yeah.
And you get to pick, as opposed to just fills you up.
Right.
Maybe a whole bunch. Maybe there's some, like, commander shenanigans I'm not thinking of.
Probably.
Which is not hard for me not to think of commander shenanigans.
Right.
But that, like, Wisdom of Ages is just amazing.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
All right.
Back
on track.
Black on track. We have Arn, Deathbloom Biologist. It is 2 and a black for a legendary creature, vampire druid. It has Death Touch and it's a 2/2. Whenever a creature you control with power or toughness 1 or less dies, target opponent loses 2 life and you gain 2 life.
It's like Super Blood Artist.
Yeah, so remember, was it Vryn?
Yeah.
Or something? That was like...
Vryn? No, it wasn't Vryn.
Some guy like came with V and it was like when a creature dies. Vito was the life gain.
Oh
vampire.
yeah, that's right.
Anyway, the guy that was like 1 in the black. When a creature dies, they lose 2 life. You gain 2 life. I think it was you gain 2 life, and it only triggers once each turn.
Yeah.
Like, this is like so much nuttier.
Yeah.
It's not limited per turn. It's limited on like size of creature.
Right.
But you usually are just trying to throw away a bunch of 1/1s.
Yeah, spoiler alert, a lot of sack fodder has power or toughness 1 or less.
1. Yeah, so like this just feels like it's like a turbocharged way to like just mow stuff down.
Oh yeah, this will kill an opponent very quick with Cat Oven.
Oh god.
Very, very quick.
Oh gosh. Ugh.
Yeah.
Yuck. I'd forgot the Cat Oven was a thing for a second.
Yeah.
My life was better. But yeah, that's a good point. That this can Cat Oven. Like,
It turns every iteration into a lightning helix. That's pretty gross.
It is. It is. It would go in the cube, but I have like there's so many artifacts. I wanted a guy that's like when a creature or artifact dies.
Yeah.
So like if this had artifacts as well, I'd be like in. But like having the bridge, but it's close. It's like, ooh, like should I take that out? Because it is in the right deck. It is like just, you know, you could definitely have turns where you like resolve this and then like 12 your opponent.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And just like sack, or like attack. And then they're like, well, I can't block anything. I'll take 6, and then you like play a sack outlet and just kill them on the spot.
Yeah, is there like a cheap way to make Eldrazi Scions?
In standard, no.
Like, what's the most efficient way to make Scions? Like Catacomb Sifter?
Command?
Well, Kozilek's command makes X Scions, right? So you still got to pay the mana, so it's like
You do.
6 mana for 3 Scions. Doesn't Catacomb Sifter make 2 Scions for 3 mana?
One on the way in and one on the way out? Is that what it is?
Maybe.
Yeah,
I suppose I could just look for Eldrazi Scion and Scryfall.
there's like the green guy, Eldrazi Repurposer, that I think makes one when you cast it and makes one when it dies.
Yeah.
When this creature enters, make a 1/1. Yeah, it just makes a 1/1 when it enters.
Oh, okay.
I think Eldrazi Repurposer makes one on the way in and on the way out.
Yeah.
But like I could see like, you know, probably
Blister
not
Pod
modern.
is 1 mana and makes a 1/1 when it dies. Call the Scions is 3 mana for 2 Scions.
Yeah, I like the things that sack themselves
Yeah.
on their own, so you don't need another piece.
Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of
Like,
what I was looking for.
End of turn, make a bunch of Eldrazi spawn with Kozilek's command.
Yeah.
Resolve this, sack them all,
Right.
fireball you. Channel Fireball, but
It is.
black and colorless.
Mm-hmm.
But this one's interesting. Like, it's interesting that they didn't like that the way they decided to balance it was on the size of creature
Yeah, that's strange.
and not like once per turn.
Yeah.
But I guess like in standard, like you're gonna put Sephiroth in this spot.
Mhm.
Like it's like a 3 mana thing.
Yeah.
So like you're already kind of full of 3s in your like black sacrifice deck.
Yeah.
And are there any free sack outlets in standard now? I think there's one, right?
Yeah, there is one. I can't recall it off the top of my head, though.
Oh, Umbral Collar Zealot.
Yep.
So like, you know, something that makes 2 bodies, Umbral Collar Zealot this, and then you're just like for you.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, I mean, it can get out of hand, or you like just build a big board, Umbral Collar Zealot this, and then just, and you're dead.
Yeah, there's another card. I can't remember if I put it on the list or not. We'll mention it here because I can't remember if I put it on the list or not. I think it was a gold card. Oh, I did put it on the list. We're going to talk about it.
Okay.
Fix What's Broken.
Oh, that brings everything back?
Yeah. It's a rally where you pay life for X and then you bring everything with X back to the battlefield. Artifact and enchantment, by the way.
Creature, artifact, and enchantment?
I'm
Or
sorry.
just artifact, enchantment?
Not enchantment. Artifact or creature.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
that could be a good way to power this up, too.
Mm-hmm.
Bunch of 1/1s, bring them all back.
Then kill them.
Yep.
All right.
Moving on. This is Decorum Dissertation. 3 black, sorcery lesson. Target player draws 2 cards and loses 2 life, and it has Paradigm. So when you cast it, you exile it, or when it resolves, you'll do the thing and then exile it. And then every turn you get another one of these. So you just get
If you want.
If you want, yeah.
So you can't kill yourself with this.
Well, I mean, you could.
Yeah.
You don't have
have
to, though.
to.
Yeah.
And you could target your opponent and kill them.
Yep, that is one of the things I wanted, because I think I added this. I don't think you had this on here.
Yeah.
That's one of the things that I wanted to mention, was this transitions very nicely from keeping your hand full, finding removal in the early game, to once you have a commanding board presence, killing your opponent in the late game when you're applying pressure. But also, like, 3 cards a turn is a lot. Like,
it is.
Even if you only do this one more time, it's probably worth 5 mana.
Yeah. I mean, if you think about, what is it called? Ritual Chamber, whatever, the 3/3, sorry, 3/3, the 2 in the room, it's like 2 in a black, like lose 2, get a card.
Yeah.
And then make a demon.
Yeah.
Like, this probably compares somewhat to that.
Mm-hmm.
And this, like, the deck building constraint is, like, get the 5 mana.
Right.
Right? And it's still, like, amazing with Shieldred.
Yes.
Right? You're just
I hadn't even thought about that. Yeah, this is
draw
gross
2,
with
gain
Shieldred.
2.
Yeah.
Right? Like, and you don't have to play, like not that, that room is bad, but you don't have to play, like, as many, like, maybe so demons.
Right.
Where you just get to play the best black cards in slot.
Yeah.
And then this.
Can I make one more comparison?
Sure.
The One Ring.
Okay. Yeah.
Like, how many cards realistically are you drawing off of One Ring?
Usually 6.
Okay, so 2 more turns of this gets you there.
Mm-hmm.
And you've lost the same life?
1, 2, 3. Yeah.
And anything past that, you've lost less life.
But you gotten less cards, because then you go from 3
that's
to
true.
4.
Yeah.
But going from, like, you get more cards the first time.
Mm-hmm.
Like, the first 2 turns, you're up a card.
Yeah.
But you've paid 1 more life.
And another
The third
mana,
turn,
and you don't
Mhm.
get the turn of protection.
It's somewhere in the ballpark. It is some percent, and I had not thought of that. But, like, after 3 turns, you have paid the same amount of life and got the same amount of cards.
Yeah.
Now, but, like, your turn 4, you got to maybe develop your board more.
Yeah.
Like, you stuck the Shieldred.
The real reason why I wanted to compare this to the One Ring, though, is, like, the One Ring is good because you can't really interact with it. It's indestructible.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas, not that enchantment hate is super common, but, like, Phyrexian Arena can be disenchanted.
Mm-hmm.
Bob can be fatal pushed. Like, most other ways for black to have repeatable card draw are easily interactable. But much like the One Ring, you can't interact with this. Like, it's just going to come back every turn. It's not something that you can, like, destroy off the board or exile or bounce back to hand or whatever. Like, you just get to cast it every turn.
Yeah, you have to counter it the
first
turn.
time. Yeah.
And if not, you're just down cards. So, I'm going to counter it. It's like, okay, like, I'll just cast it again next turn, and you're down a card.
Yeah.
So I still won that exchange.
Right. So, the other reason I wanted to talk about this is I think it's, like, the only one of this cycle that's, like, remotely playable.
The green one is maybe.
Yeah.
But probably not.
Yeah. So, no, I thought
yeah.
it was interesting enough to talk about.
Mm-hmm. And, like, if you were to say, like, I want to play Black, Red, and Pioneer, but I don't want to play demons,
Mm-hmm.
right? This just kind of goes in for your uh
For
I
your
forget the
room.
first name. It was yeah, for the room.
Yeah.
Something Unholy Annex Ritual
Yeah.
Chamber. There we
Yep.
go. This is like goes in for my Unholy Annex as my late game card draw that like works well with Shieldred.
Yep.
But I get to play like, Blood Tithe Harvester and like non-demons in the other slots
Mm-hmm.
if I want.
Yep.
So it doesn't have the deck building constraint.
Right.
Or I
Card
want
is
to be
cool.
black green
Yeah. Absolutely.
and still like get
Oh yeah, this would be
the
super gross.
advantages.
Like that old Seasons Past control deck.
Oh gosh, yeah,
This
where
would
you
be
just like,
super gross in that deck.
just have one of them that you go get.
Yep. Yeah, I think it's time. You know what? I'm never gonna draw a card off this. Go ahead and draw two.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
This is
All
now
right.
the win con.
It is your card advantage and your win con.
Yep. This game will last approximately 10 more turns. Good luck.
All right. Next up, we have dissection practice.
Mhm.
It is black. For target opponent loses 1 life and you gain a life, it's an instant. And then up to one target creature gets +1/+1 until end of turn, and up to one target creature gets -1/-1 until end of turn.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like we've had this card before.
We
not
have.
not with the life game, but just like the 1 mana.
Yeah. Isn't Skullduggery from
Is it
Ixalan?
Skullduggery? I couldn't remember if it was 1 mana or 2 for Skullduggery, but yeah, I think so.
Or I think we've had a couple for was fungal infection was half of this, right?
Was
make a
-1/-1,
and
make a 1/1.
Yeah, so kind of the same thing.
It like did a lot of the it killed a lot of the same things. Like it was like kill your 2/2.
Yeah.
I'm looking for Skullduggery. I do not see. But I know what card you mean.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, really good limited card because it does like everything the black colleges want to do.
Yeah.
It gains life for Witherbloom and it targets stuff for Lorehold.
Yeah.
And so that's great. I don't know if it's like it's definitely not standard playable. There's not enough like X1s in standard, I don't think, to make this good.
Well, I don't necessarily think it has to be an X1 because you're giving your creature a bonus. So like if something would like you can swing a combat in your favor.
Yes, you can.
Like that's how this card gets used is it makes a favorable attack from your opponent a trade in your favor, and that's like the worst kind of blowout.
Mm-hmm.
Here's Skullduggery. Hang on. Oh, it was in Outlaws also. It was in Ixalan and Outlaws. Until end of turn, target creature you control gets +1/+1, and target creature an opponent controls gets -1/-1. 1 mana instant.
I have clearly misspelled Skulldugger skull. I think I
one
spelled
L
with a K.
1L. No, it's K. 1L 2 Gs.
Oh, that was the. All right, that was the issue.
Yeah.
I put 2 L's in it. Again, Hooked on Phonics did not make it to West Virginia.
That's all right.
Not our strong suit. But yeah, I mean that works. I mean, I think that like Skullduggery has like been fringish, but
Well,
like
it was playable back in Ixalan days. I don't know that it's Modern Magic playable, but
yeah. But like in limited, this is great because
Oh, yeah.
like you take it and then it turns on all of the stuff for all of your things.
yeah. I didn't play pre-release, so I haven't had a chance to play with these cards yet. I don't know how important like the life gain theme is for green black.
So I, being the filthy spike that I am, I picked Prismari because all of those cards worked without me having to do anything.
Yeah.
Right. And then I picked Quandrix because I wanted to play like a 3 or 4 color deck.
Mm-hmm.
And those cards let me do that.
Yeah.
I didn't play against I didn't play against a Witherbloom opponent like it was like purely Witherbloom once. But there are some good like life gain payoffs. There's like a creature that comes in and gives something neg 4 and neg 4
Mm-hmm.
if you gain life.
Yeah.
There's uh so there's some good cards, but I don't know if Witherbloom's how well it's gonna work because like all of its cards are contingent on you like setting up an engine.
Right.
But they have stapled and you gain a life on a couple like 1 mana things to like help
Try and
you
make it work.
turn on your stuff.
Yeah.
There's like a green card that's like give up to 1 creature +1/+1 and draw a card
Yeah.
and gain a life. It's like okay, that's fine.
Yep. All right. Well, that's all I
Okay.
had for dissection practice.
Reasonable.
Next up is Emeritus of Woe. It's 3 and a black for a 5/4 Vampire Warlock. It enters prepared, and the beginning of your end step, if 2 or more creatures died this turn, this creature becomes prepared. And the spell that it prepares is Demonic Tutor. 1 and a black, search your library for a card, put it into your hand, and shuffle. I think this is probably one of the more playable prepared cards.
I mean, maybe just for the fact that it's a 5/4 for 4.
Well, that, but also like the cost to prepare it is pretty easy. You just gotta sack something, kill a thing, kill 2 things, whatever.
Yeah.
If you're attacking with it, they're probably chump blocking it for a turn, and then you kill something else, and like it's prepared. You can get a kill spell with Demonic Tutor, so
And just kind of keep it going.
keep it going. Yeah,
Yeah, it's awkward, like, and they did this with a couple of them, where they put like a timing restriction on when you get the ability
yeah.
or get the spell. So like,
There's a
if
window.
you like, yeah, if you come down and you're like, bam, play this, and then like fatal push, or
Well, it enters prepared.
oh, it enters prepared. Okay,
Yeah.
but like the re-preparing, it just kind of seems like
Yeah.
slow.
The
But,
I
like,
think the
it's,
mythic
like-
ones enter and can be reactivated, and the rare ones don't
I think
enter.
you're right. Okay, yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah.
But I think it being a 5/4 that like you can go get your thing.
Yeah.
Is like if it were smaller, I don't think it would be like nearly as playable. Like if it was like a 2/2.
Yeah. No, it's important that it's a relevant body.
Yeah. And like the thing that you're getting needs to be good enough to tack 2 mana onto.
Well,
You know what I mean?
Anything
It
that's
is like
worth
draw-
getting is worth tacking 2 mana onto.
Yeah, it is like draw the best card for the situation
Right.
for 2 mana. But just keep it in mind that like you're putting a 2 mana tax on things. But it is a 5/4.
Right.
And I think, imagine this in, again, like the Pioneer Black X mid-range deck.
Well, exactly. Like that's where this card lives. Demonic Tutor was banned, restricted, whatever, never reprinted. Well, because it's on the reserve list, but also like because it's a combo enabler. Like you just go get your combo piece for 2 mana. That's ridiculous, right? Like you would always pay 2 mana for your combo piece. Because this is 4 mana, I don't think it's getting combo pieces. I think it's just like a mid-range engine.
Yeah, or like I was gonna say like this is a like play it almost like a play it on turn 6,
Yeah.
where like you treat it as like an ETB.
Mhm.
You like play it and then immediately
Go get your
spend
thing.
your 2 mana, right? Because this card can kind of read 4 black 5/4. Search your deck for a card.
Yeah.
But you do have the ability to like do it on the installment plan, which is good.
Yep.
I think is it Runescarred Demon that does something that's like 7 mana that like goes and searches for
No, it's not Rune Scarred. There is one though. I don't remember. Was it the demon from Hour?
no, he sacrificed. Oh no, it's Ruin Scar. When this
Oh, is
creature
it?
enters, search your library for a card, put it into your hand, then shuffle for 5
Okay.
black as a 6/6. I think it was like Saffron Olive or someone was like, this is maybe not better than Ruin Scar Demon, and Ruin Scar Demon doesn't see play anywhere.
Well, right, but
But
it's also 4 mana.
yeah, like 4 and then 2 is way easier
Yeah.
than 5 than 7 all at once.
Right.
Right? Because like even if you're like you just draw it and you're like, okay, I'll play a 5/4, and
Yeah.
if you don't get to cast Demonic Tutor, at least it's a body that you have to deal with.
Yeah, it's still a 5/4.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I don't think it's like a combo card. It might be like you play these and then maybe you have like 2 or 3 silver bullets in your deck. In your like mid-range deck where you're like, I'll play if I draw this and I can go get the exact right thing,
Yeah.
great.
So what if the card that you go get is oh shoot. I'm having a brain fart. 2 and a black, 3/1. Each player sacrifices a creature.
Oh, what is he called? Fleshbag Marauder.
Yeah. What if your deck is a bunch of fleshbag marauders and you're just like, yep, I'm gonna stick one of these. I'm gonna pay 2 mana. I'm gonna sacrifice it, and you're gonna sacrifice something. I'm gonna pay 2 mana. I'm gonna play a fleshbag marauder. You just have the
Yeah,
abyss
and
every turn.
you just keep it like keep the board clear and then yeah,
Yep.
maybe. And when you get a bunch of mana, you do it like twice a turn, and then you're just
Yeah.
like, yeah.
And you're also feeding your Arn Deathbloom Botanist.
Yeah, those are 3/1s.
Yep.
There we go.
Yep. There's your deck.
There's your deck.
Yep. All right. You got anything else for Emeritus of Woe?
I do not think so.
All right. Moving on. I think this was one of the ones out of Discord. This is End of the Hunt. 1 and a black for a sorcery. Target opponent exiles a creature or planeswalker they control with the greatest mana value among creatures and planeswalkers they control. I don't
These
normally
cards usually
love,
are,
well, I don't normally love these cards, but they do usually see play.
and they work,
Yeah.
right? Like for the most part, like the thing you typically want to kill
Mm-hmm.
is the thing they spent the most mana on,
Yeah.
right? So like it doesn't let them like get rid of some cheap card that you don't care about. It's like no, you get rid of your Emeritus of Woe, right? You get
Right,
rid
but
of
if your
4 or
opponent
5 mana
has
card.
an Emeritus and a Shieldred.
Yeah, then they get the pick, and then
Right.
you're sad.
Right.
So like that is where like the issue is, but
Yeah.
there's like a fine card
Mhm.
that like can do the job. I think this is, and we had like this was a long time ago. Like there was the instant that was like 2 and a black.
Mhm.
It was like from, and that saw, now granted that saw a lot of play in the year of our Lord, like 2016,
Yeah.
2017. Times have changed,
Mhm.
but I don't know. I don't play enough standard or pay attention to enough standard to be like, oh, there's definitely a deck where
This matters.
they have like 1 or 2 big threats, or they put like a bunch of like little dumb idiots and then a big thing,
Mhm.
and then this takes care of the big thing, and then you're not worried anymore. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if there is something like that.
Yeah.
But like in older formats, probably Shieldred's Edict is better.
Yeah.
But I mean, but like oh, you have a Delver and a Murktide Regent. There's just always gets the Murktide Regent.
Does the exile matter instead of sacrifice?
Probably because they don't get death triggers.
That's true. Also can't reanimate if that matters.
Yeah, it just goes away.
Yeah.
They don't get food for their for whatever's in their graveyard. I mean, looking at like Pioneer, like you're probably already dead, but like exiling a Phoenix
Mhm.
as opposed to just killing it would go a long way.
Yep.
So, yeah, I think it has some upsides.
Yeah.
And the fact that it gets Planeswalker it seems like we go back and forth if we're gonna like put and Planeswalker on a card or not.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Like
it's hard
this
to
can be
even know like
useful.
what sets are going to have planeswalkers in them anymore.
Yeah, I don't know if they know.
Yeah, I don't think they do.
They're just like, oh my gosh, there's a random Planeswalker in here. We should probably put and Planeswalker on some of these cards.
Yeah.
Neat.
Yeah.
Okay, moving on. Uh, next up, uh, we have Grave Researcher. I got one of these in my pre-release. It is 2 and a black for a Troll Warlock that is a 3/3. And at the beginning of your upkeep, surveil 1. Then, if there are 3 or more creature cards in your graveyard, this creature becomes prepared. And the spell it casts is Reanimate.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so the rare ones don't enter prepared.
They did. Like, I had this in my like pre-release pool, and I was like, I was gonna splash black for a removal spell and a sweeper,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, I don't think this is good enough because like it's just a 3-mana 3/3 that like surveils one every turn, so good.
Yeah.
But like, if you have a bunch of creatures in your graveyard, you have to wait a whole turn cycle
Right.
before you like get to like do the thing. So you can't even do the trick of like, hey, wait till turn 4, play it,
Yeah.
and then immediately cast Reanimate. You've got to wait that whole turn cycle.
Yeah.
And like a 3-mana 3/3 is fine, but it's not super exciting. And it's like a 3/3 vanilla.
Yeah, I mean, like surveilling one every turn isn't exactly vanilla, but
Yeah.
it doesn't pay you back immediately, and I think that's the problem. Is it doesn't pay you back immediately. I mean, 3-mana 3/3 has been good enough to see play. Like the one from Innistrad saw tons of play.
Graveyard Trespasser.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like it came in, immediately paid you off, and had like ward discard a card. So,
Yeah,
like,
that's true.
it like stuck around.
Yeah.
Like this feels like it needed some way to like if it entered and surveilled,
Yeah.
right? When
That's
this
true.
enters or at the beginning of your upkeep surveil 1, then if there are 3 creatures, you can
Yeah.
do it. So it like doesn't enter prepared, but like if you do the right amount of work it could.
Mm-hmm.
Or if it had like ward where hey, like I'm a little bit harder to kill so you get a chance.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just like that modern Magic issue of like it doesn't pay you off right away, so it's maybe not good enough.
The upside though is that it's pretty trivial to get 3 creatures in your graveyard by turn 3.
Yeah.
So like you should be able to prepare it and use it the next turn.
Mm-hmm.
And after you use it, you only have to put 1 more creature in your graveyard to use it again.
Yeah, it just kind of keeps being used.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully you have something that enters and gains you life to offset.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or, you get back your Atraxa and then you get to attack to get that
Right.
7 life back.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, I don't know. It just, I think it was Jim Davis that was saying like them, or maybe it was LSV, by the fact that they put the names of like classic powerful spells,
Mm-hmm.
I think it like hyped people up more than if they didn't use the spell name.
Sure.
Right? If this like didn't say reanimate, people might not be as like excited for it. If
Um,
everything was like the same.
well, I mean, I don't know that people are super excited for this card in particular. And I think I put this on the list
Yeah.
because I think this was more useful than some of the other ones.
Fair.
Like, I mean, we didn't even talk about the Ancestral Recall guy because
We
I
did
don't
not.
think it's great. I mean, it's fine, but I don't think it's
Yeah. Like 3 blue, blue, blue for a 5/5 that draws you 3 cards is fine, but not like out of the realm of
right,
6 mana triple colored cards in my modern Magic.
right.
So, yeah. No, I
that was
just
my
like,
only thought here.
yeah. I mean, he could be more useful. All right, what do we have next?
So this is Maseo Vane's New Dean, 2 and a black for a 2/1. It's a legendary bird skeleton warlock with flying, and when it enters, create a 1/1 black and green pest creature token with whenever this token attacks, you gain 1 life. So I think this is the first time we've mentioned pests in talking about Strixhaven here.
Yes.
We should probably cover them really quick because they work different
Sure.
than the old pests, but they're called
They
the
do.
same thing. So that's weird.
They did that for pests, inklings,
Oh, inklings are different too?
elementals,
Oh, they're all different.
and the only one that's the same are fractals.
Wow, okay.
So, inklings used to be 2/1 flyers.
Yeah.
They're now 1/1 flyers.
Hmm.
The spirits for Lorehold used to be 3/2 tokens.
Yeah,
They're
now they're
2/2
2/2s.
tokens. The elementals used to be 4/4 ground creatures. Now
Yeah.
they're 3/3 flyers.
Okay.
Elemental is a little bit more forgivable
Yeah, there's a
because we
billion
have a
different
million different
elementals.
kinds of elementals.
But there's
But
also
there's-
a million different spirits.
Yeah, but there's one inkling.
Right.
Well, now there's 2 inklings.
Right.
And there are... The pest used to be when this dies, gain a life.
Correct.
Now it's when it attacks, gain a life.
Yep.
And there's only 1 pest.
Yeah.
It's just awkward that it's like the same plane and the same like color pair making a different thing.
Yeah, it's strange.
And I know it's happened before, I'm sure, but like it feels like Strixhaven 1 was so recently, was so recent, and they were like so tied to these identities.
That's because we're old, though. That's why it was so recent.
This is true. The youth
Yeah.
are not thinking it was so recently. That was a quarter of my life ago. Shut up. Shut up. All right, so yeah, pests are different. And then, did you talk about the infusion part?
I did not.
Okay, what was the infusion?
So infusion, if you remember, like cares about gaining life. That's the Witherbloom mechanic. At the beginning of your end step, if you gained life this turn, return up to 1 target creature card with mana value X or less from your graveyard to the battlefield, where X is the amount of life you gained this turn. This seems alright.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I don't know like how useful that second ability is, because like gaining enough life to make like a big reanimation spell is kind of difficult.
Yeah, but like if you have some way to like gain little amounts of life,
Yeah.
and then like again in our cat of an example,
Oh yeah.
right? Like if you just have little things that you're sacking and bringing back,
Yeah.
or like this with the Arn Deathbloom Botanist, where like everything that
That's
dies
true.
is 3,
Yeah.
or is it is 2
2.
at least? So you're bringing back 2 2s,
Yeah.
right? Like that could be like an engine that you could set up.
Sure. Yeah, I can see that.
So, I mean, it's probably too cute because Modern Magic is all about ruthless efficiency.
Yeah,
But-
unfortunately. So
to
relegated
do
to
something
commander
f-
deck.
Yeah, there's a commander deck somewhere that
Yeah.
it's like, ooh, this is nice. Also, Arn Deathbloom Botanist, there's a PDH deck that is just like, oh,
For sure.
I get to win now.
Yep.
If this resolves, you all lose.
Yep.
But yeah. But like, I think like it's one of those cards that like gives you like a reasonable dream.
Mhm.
But I don't know. I don't know if it has legs to be like a like real
An
boy.
all-star.
Yeah.
All right. You want to hit this one?
Sure. What is? Oh, I like lost here. Oh, Ral Zarek guest lecture 1 black for a legendary planeswalker Ral. That's right. Ral is now black.
Somehow.
+1 surveil 2. -1 any number of target players each discard a card.
Ooh.
-2 return target creature card with mana value 3 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield.
Ooh.
-7 flip 5 coins. Target opponent skips their next X turns, where X is the number of coins that came up heads.
Wow. I mean, it's going to take a long time to get to 7, but holy moly, that wins the game.
It does. I mean, it's the original rouse, like take a bunch of turns,
Yeah.
but turned on its head where you take a bunch of turns because your opponent skips their turns.
Right. I wonder why Ral's black now.
I don't know. Saffron Olive said there's like a watermark or some like thing floating around like over his shoulder that might be like the reality fracture like hint that maybe reality fracture is like
Oh.
a redoing of things.
Okay. Weird.
Yeah.
So I know when this card got spoiled, you sent me a text message and said Lily's back.
Yeah. I mean the -1 is, I guess, Lily pluses to discard.
Yeah.
But it's kind of Lily-esque.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't do as good a job of protecting itself as Lily did.
Right.
I thought of this as, is there a Greasefang home for this? Where this like puts your big thing in your graveyard, it rebuys your Greasefang.
Yeah.
It generally just digs stuff into your graveyard for your Greasefang or your thing.
Yeah, I mean it
So
does like it's actually really good at putting Greasefang in your graveyard because you can target yourself with the discard a card if your vehicle's in your hand, or you can surveil and dig to it and put it in your graveyard. Yeah.
So it kind of does all the things. So I don't know.
Yeah, that's a good thought.
So like it feels like it is very Greasefang adjacent.
Sure. Yeah, I can see that. I don't know that you're ever getting to the ultimate, but
No.
I don't know that you have to either. I think the card's plenty serviceable on its own.
I agree.
Anything else for Ral?
No.
Okay.
I think it's all right.
Yep. Moving on to Tragedy Feaster. This is 2 black for a 7/6 demon with trample, and it has ward, discard a card, and infusion. At the beginning of your end step, sacrifice a permanent unless you gained life this turn. This seems super solid.
Yeah, I mean, with the card I couldn't remember this name. Like, again, it's the room. Right. You play this. You play room.
Unholy Annex.
Unholy Axe, thank you. Then you play this, and you can stack the triggers that you gain the life for having a demon.
Oh yeah.
And then
you don't have to sacrifice.
You don't have to sacrifice anything. And like I lost to this card because I just didn't have an answer for it.
Yeah.
Like they just resolved it on turn 4, kept sacking lands and hitting land drops and killed me. So it's like, okay, like that is a thing. So
I know it's not 3 mana, but it's also a cheap thing for fight rigging.
Yeah. It is. It is. We have the 1 mana fight rigger.
Right.
But no, isn't that same like fight rigging, like, you know, there was the big 2 black, like, is it a 6/6 or a 5/5 with the oil counters on it?
Yeah.
Right. This is probably better than that. Like it's harder to kill.
Yeah.
And like sacking a fight rigging that's already popped is fine.
Sure.
Sacking a mana dork that you use to ramp into the things
also fine.
is fine.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that's like if you haven't gained any life either.
Yeah, if you have some way to gain life in there.
Yep.
All right.
One more black card. This is Withering Curse. 1 black for a sorcery. All creatures get -2/-2 until end of turn. And it has infusion. If you gained life this turn, destroy all creatures instead. Ooh.
Yeah, so the hotness online is like Radiant Fountain.
Yeah.
Right? Like swamp, radiant fountain, kill everything.
Yep.
and like that's not a terrible like place to be.
Right.
We have a couple radiant fountains.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, it is a little awkward with like a Shieldred where you then blow up your Shieldred.
Well, I mean, it's not awkward to do this and then cast Shieldred, though. Like, they curve into each
True,
other.
they do. But I meant like if like Shieldred's the way you're gaining life.
Oh, gaining life off Shieldred, yeah.
Yeah, there's like Are there like any black planeswalkers that gain you life? That's all I can like think of.
I'm sure there are. I can't think of any off the top of my head,
Yeah.
though.
But like you have a planeswalker that lets you like just always turn this on.
Yeah.
But like one black for neg 2 has been like a staple playable like black like sideboard card for years.
Oh, what about Witherbloom Apprentice?
Oh yeah, because like when you cast it,
When you
gain
cast
the
it,
life.
you gain a life, and then this resolves and it wipes the board.
Yeah,
I mean, it
that
kills
could
your
work.
Witherbloom Apprentice too, but if you have a deck that wants Witherbloom Apprentice, that's a way to turn this on.
Yeah,
Boy,
Yeah,
that'd
like,
be a
this
weird
seems-
deck.
yeah. This seems like or like if you're like Esper, there's like definitely like
Oh, yeah,
blue and white planeswalkers that gain you life,
for sure.
and then you're just like okay, plus gain a life, draw a card, or whatever nonsense your planeswalker does.
Yeah.
And then have a 3-mana damnation.
Yeah.
Like that works.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like that's kind of where I went at first with this was 3-mana damnation. But then I thought about, oh shoot, what was it? The one that exerted your lands from our devastation.
Bantu's Reckoning.
Yeah, Bantu's Last Reckoning.
Yes, there you go.
And like that card was super hyped and didn't
Did
do
nothing.
a single thing ever.
Yeah, I mean, this at least has the fail case of
Infest.
yes, of Infest.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, it's like Infest has been playable,
Yeah, at different
And,
points
like,
in time, sure.
and I mean, it does kill Badger Mole Cubs,
It does.
which is kind of a requirement for the standard.
Mm-hmm.
So like it can work.
Yep.
And then like if you set your deck up so you can gain life with, Radiant Fountain variants,
Yeah.
then, maybe that's enough for like Pristine Talisman
Mm-hmm.
in standard somehow. Like is
Yeah.
it like one of the 8 million cards in
No,
Foundations?
I don't think
know.
it is, but there are ways to gain life.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Where you're just like, I mean, there's the 3-mana rock that's like tap, gain a life if you cast an instant or sorcery.
Mm-hmm.
Like with this on the stack, you could tap it.
Yep.
Gain a life, and then you would turn it on.
Yep.
You had to play a 3-mana rock, so not really condoning that as like acceptable behavior, but
Right.
it is a thing. Okay,
All right, so
What
we are
is next?
about an hour in.
and we're still in black.
We just did the last black card. We are probably
mean-
not going to get through red.
I guess we just call it at black.
Yeah, I think so. There were a lot
The
of black
darkest
cards,
set
though.
review. Yeah, the guy the Jun guy and the guy who plays Golgari.
Yeah.
Gonna be a few black cards. Yeah,
Yeah.
okay. Sounds good. So, with that, I think we got a show.
We got a show.
A little scuffed show, but a show
A
nonetheless.
show nonetheless. It happened. It was one of
if-
the ones of time.
Yes, if you have some cards you want us to talk about, as you've seen, we listen.
Mm-hmm.
So reach out on Facebook, Discord, Twitter, X, Blue Sky, email, any of those places. Come in, say hey, and let us know what you want us to talk about.
Absolutely.
Cards, topics, whatever.
Sure. We'd love to hear from you. If you want to support the show, patreon.com/CasualTryHardMTG. Chip a couple bucks in. Get access to the unshow. Get access to the show notes. Support the show. They're all great things. Everybody wins.
Yeah. So with that, we'll catch you on the internets.
We will catch you on the internets.